Hey guys, question for you. When's the last time you did something intentionally? It can be anything. This isn't a quiz, I'm just curious. Most of the time when we think of something done intentionally, we usually tend to think, or at least I usually tend to think about something done wrong intentionally as a means to hurt someone or people or somebody else. And that's the mentality I've had my entire life. Whenever I heard the word intentional or intentionally, I automatically had a negative connotation associated with it. And that's what I want to talk about briefly today. Taking what we know and believe and hear and associate with the words intentional or intentionally and making them more positive. Now, some of you may already have and think of the word intentionally as a positive word. But for my sake, and for the sake of the people who are watching this who may think differently about those two words, intentional and intentionally, I want to offer this little thing to think about. So the school I teach at, St. Benedict, has this initiative. And it's this initiative that I've really never heard of before until I came out here. And it's doing things intentionally. Positive things intentionally, which to me is this revolutionary thing, because like I said earlier, whenever I think of the word intentionally, I automatically think of doing something wrong intentionally in order to hurt someone. But their whole goal, at least the school that I'm at, I'm not sure if the diocese goal is this, but their goal is to do things intentionally, to do positive things and to do good things intentionally. I asked my students some of this about what they thought of when they thought of the word intentionally, and one of them said, on purpose, which is very true. When something is done intentionally, it's done on purpose. So the whole idea is to do good things on purpose, and to do them on purpose for the right reasons. Now, keeping on this track of doing good things intentionally, these things don't have to be massive accomplishments that better the common good of the entire human race. They can be the smallest acts that anyone could do. Doing small, good things intentionally just blows your mind, right? Something as simple as smiling at someone. There was a video that the pastor of the church that's affiliated with the school showed some of the faculty a few weeks ago. This video was about preparing ourselves for Lent. Now, since it is Lent right now, at least for the Western Church it is, we tend to focus ourselves on making things in our lives better by doing things, small things, intentionally, in order to better our hearts, to better our minds, to better the people around us, and just make us better people in general. In the video, they talked about writing letters. Not anything extravagantly long or drawn out, but just a simple letter to somebody who has made an influence in your life and how grateful you are that they had been in your life at some point. They could be gone in your life or not. And it really hit home with me because there have been a lot of people in my life that I don't feel I've let them know how important they are in my life. When I heard that, I thought that's a phenomenal idea. So this Lent, I've been doing that. Before Lent started, I wrote a list of 40 names that I was going to write to over the course of Lent up until Easter. In those letters, I'm expressing to those people how grateful I am that they're in my life, for whatever reason they may have been in my life, for a short time, for a long time, or for however long or for whatever reasons. And there's a lot of people that I could have put on that list. There's some people I thought of after I made the list, and I thought, oh, I should put them in the list. So I'm thinking maybe after Easter I might write a list of 40 other names. But the thing that's really trying for me, and that's a struggle for me, is doing it intentionally, doing it on purpose, purposefully sitting down, taking time away from whatever else I could be doing, whether that's schoolwork, which most of the times it's not, or something else, being intentional with them and pouring myself into those and putting all that I can into that in order to make the person that's receiving it realize the intentionality that I'm trying to give. So we're coming up into the fourth Sunday of Lent this weekend, and I feel pretty good at where I'm at now. But I want to ask of you guys, try to do good things on purpose. Not to be noticed, not to put yourself out there so that people can see, but just to feel better about yourself and maybe make someone else's day better. Try that this week, and I'll see you guys later.